Welcome to Psych Insight Lab, where we explore the hidden depths of human psychology and the complex dynamics of relationships. Today, we decode a powerful and destructive emotion called shame, the silent poison that controls the behavior of avoidant partners. Unlike guilt, which is a healthy signal for repair, shame is a destructive force that attacks the very core of self. To understand why they push you away, we must first understand the fundamental difference between feeling guilt and being ashamed. Guilt focuses on behavior, saying I did something bad. Shame focuses on identity, screaming that I am inherently bad and defective. When a secure person feels guilt, they are motivated to apologize, fix the mistake, and reconnect with the person they hurt. However, the avoidant person feels shame, which makes them want to vanish, hide, and escape from the reality of their failure. This deep-seated shame often stems from childhood, creating a belief that they are fundamentally flawed and unworthy of true love. They do not feel the urge to repair the relationship, because facing you means facing the unbearable truth of their inadequacy. This brings us to the mechanism known as the circuit breaker, a biological response to emotional overload and intense vulnerability. Imagine their nervous system is like a house with too many appliances running. Eventually, the circuit breaker trips to prevent fire. When you express pain or demand intimacy, their emotional system overheats. To survive, their brain automatically disconnects from the situation. This deactivation is not a conscious choice. It is a survival instinct that turns them into a cold, unfeeling zombie. They see your tears, but they cannot feel them. The bridge of empathy has been burned down to protect their ego. Underneath this cold exterior, there is a storm of shame, but they have successfully dissociated to avoid feeling the pain. Once the relationship ends, they engage in a process called rewriting history to justify their actions and escape their guilt. They cannot accept that they hurt a good person. That truth is too painful. So, they must make you the villain. They convince themselves that you were controlling, needy, or overwhelming. This narrative allows them to sleep peacefully at night. By painting themselves as the victim of your demands, they avoid facing the shame of their inability to connect deeply. Immediately after the breakup, they enter the relief stage. They feel a sudden surge of freedom and happiness. The pressure to be intimate is gone. They feel like a heavy weight has been lifted off their shoulders instantly. You might see them living their best life, appearing completely unaffected by the loss of the relationship you shared together. But this happiness is fragile. It is merely a temporary high, a defense mechanism to delay the inevitable crash of grief. Psychologists call this emotional installment. They are not skipping the pain. They are simply delaying it for 3 to 6 months. When the initial relief fades and the distractions run out, the silence of the room becomes deafening and unbearable. This is when the Phantom X effect kicks in. They start to remember the good times, but it is too late. You might wonder why they blocked you. It feels like a punishment, but it is actually a desperate act of self-preservation. Blocking you is not about hating you. It is about erasing the evidence of their failure to maintain a relationship. You are the witness to their shame. Every time they see your face, they are reminded that they are not enough. By blocking you, they are essentially getting rid of the witness so they can pretend the crime never happened. This allows them to maintain their false persona of independence and strength, untouched by the vulnerability of real human connection. But deep down, the shame remains. It is a dormant volcano waiting to erupt again in their next romantic relationship. They are trapped in a cycle of running away, seeking relief, feeling lonely, and then repeating the pattern all over again. So what should you do? Waiting for an apology is often futile because apologizing feels like a death to their ego. For them to say sorry, they must admit they are flawed. Their fragile self-esteem cannot survive such a crushing blow. You must understand that their inability to love you is not a reflection of your worth or your lovability. Imagine your love is a vast, beautiful ocean, but they are only a small cup, capable of holding very little. When you poured your love into them, it was not too much. Their capacity to receive it was simply too small. Healing begins when you stop trying to fill a cup that is already full of cracks, leaks, and hidden holes. Release the need for their validation. You do not need a broken person to tell you that you are whole. Focus on your own growth. The pain you feel now is the growing pain of expanding your own capacity for self-love. Ironically, the moment you truly move on is often the moment they finally realize the value of what they lost. But do not look back. Your journey is forward, towards a love that is safe, consistent, and brave enough to stay. You deserve a partner who sees your vulnerability as a gift, not a threat, and who stays when things get tough. Forgive yourself for loving someone who could not love you back. It was never a mistake to love with an open heart. This experience is just a chapter in your life, teaching you to recognize the difference between attachment and true connection. Let this insight be your lighthouse. Navigate away from the rocky shores of avoidance and towards the safe harbor of security. Your heart is resilient. Like kintsugi pottery, the cracks filled with gold make you more beautiful and valuable than before. Remember, shame is a prison for the avoidant, but knowledge is the key to freedom for you, the healing partner. We can have compassion for their struggle with shame, but we must not let their struggle become our own identity. Walk forward with your head held high. You have survived the storm, and now the sun is shining just for you. Root yourself in your own value. No amount of silence or blocking can ever diminish the light that shines within you. Life is vast and full of potential. Do not let one person's inability to see you blind you to your future. Seek connections that feel safe, warm, and reciprocal. These are the relationships that will nourish your soul and help you heal. Write down your feelings, validate your own pain, and then gently release it to the wind. You are free now. The most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. Nurture it, protect it, and cherish it always. Just as winter gives way to spring, your heart will bloom again. Trust in the natural cycle of healing and renewal. Leave the heavy baggage of their shame behind. It was never yours to carry, and it is certainly not yours to keep. Let your values be your compass. They will guide you to people who align with your soul and respect your heart. Find peace in the silence. It is not an absence of love, but a space for you to reconnect with yourself. Unraveling the confusion of an avoidant relationship takes time. Be patient with yourself as you untangle the knots of the past. Your light is resilient. No matter how dark the shadow of rejection felt, your inner flame continues to burn bright. Someday, you will build a bridge to a new love, one that is built on solid ground, not on shifting sands. Understanding the psychology of shame allows you to detach with love and move forward without bitterness or heavy regret. The clouds of confusion are lifting. You can now see clearly that their behavior was about their battle, not your worth. Breathe in the freedom of the mountaintop. You have climbed a difficult mountain, and the view from here is spectacular. Keep your heart pure. Do not let the coldness of an avoidant partner turn your warm heart into stone. Reconnect with your inner joy. Do the things that make you smile, regardless of relationship status or external validation. Life is made of small, beautiful moments. Do not miss them while looking back at a door that is forever closed. Stand tall and confident. You have gained wisdom that will protect your heart and guide your choices forever. True love grows old with you. It does not run away when wrinkles appear or when life gets complicated. The page is blank. The pen is in your hand. You are the author of your next chapter. Make it beautiful. As the sun sets on this painful chapter, know that a new dawn is waiting to break on the horizon. Love is abundant. It is all around you. Open your eyes and your heart to receive the love you truly deserve. Thank you for watching Psych Insight Lab. If this video helped you, please subscribe and share. Healing begins with understanding.